Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You are looking live at Southwood County Park. This afternoon, Zaleski Sports brings you high school Legion baseball. And this game will feature the Marshfield Blue Devils and Hartland Post 294. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Anderson is my name. I'll be bringing you play-by-play, joined by the incomparable Braden Sutter on production. Nice, partly sunny day. And the home team to start out things will be the Blue Devils. Let's look at the defense first for Marshfield, post 54. Pardon me. Tyler Cumm is on the bump. Mason Anderson is his catcher. Braden Sutter, Adam Gilbertson is at first base. Nate Richardson, the second baseman. Jacob Sadowska at short. Matt Konieczny at third. The outfield, Bryce Erickson in left, Dawson Luther in center, and Bryce Shoddy in right. And leading off for Hartland will be Will Nemechek. And we're underway here from from Wisconsin Rapids. First pitch at 1:01. See what the temperature is quickly. Just a heads up, if you're coming from Marshfield and taking 73, that ball fouled off. 0-2 the count. 80 degrees. I usually go down Highway 73, but once you get to Pittsville, they tell you that there is road construction and the road is closed when you get to Vesper. So you're better off taking the Highway 13 down from 10. Swing and a miss. Fouled off. He stays alive. It'll be Nemechek, Lorbecki, and Harriet leading off here in the first inning for Hartland. Tyler Cumm on the hill from Pittsville. Popped up in the infield. Richardson calls for it and makes the catch for the first out. Shuda Funeral Home Services in Stevens Point and Plover is here to help you with all your funeral needs with 2 convenient locations and personal local touch. Let their experienced staff serve your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com. That's shudafuneral.com. One down brings up Jacob Lorbecki. First pitch is a ball. Getting kind of the cobwebs out of the old vocal cords. I haven't worked a game in about 2 weeks. Maybe longer. 2-0 count to Lorbecky. Come a Pittsville product. And he fouls that one away, does Lorbecky, and it's now going to stay in foul territory and almost caught by Gilbertson. Josh Metz, coach of the Blue Devils. Braden Sutter, his assistant. What's that? Oh, Coffrin. Oh, sorry. That's why we have young people here working with me, because I'll get a name wrong. Coffrin is the assistant. Count now is 3-1 to Lorbecky. Fly ball, left field. Erickson will camp under it and make the catch for out number 2. Yeah, it's always fun to make. It's always hilarious to make fun of the retiree, but that's all right. A little rusty. Yeah, the last game I worked was the sectional boys game at Blair Taylor, and that was about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 now. Where did June go? Colton Harriet, the batter, with 2 down and bases empty. Left-hander Tyler Cum on the hill. That pitch inside. Tyler Cum, part of that sectional champion team from Pittsville, took it on the chin in the semifinals at state 2 weeks ago. The pitch. Squirts by Mason Anderson, the catcher. For expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Their team of professionals uses the latest technology to ensure that your vehicle comes back to you looking like new. They provide free estimates and work with your insurance company to make it easy for you. Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive on Marshfield's beautiful south side. 3-1 count again, this time to Harriet. Cum will come set, end the pitch. Ground ball to first, it's going to stay, go foul. First bounce was in, second bounce was out. Full count. And hit him. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, the designated hitter, Brendan Foley. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. Foley, the batter, and he hits the first pitch out of play, first base side. It's time to get your pool ready for summer. Contact Rigel Plumbing and Heating in Marshfield, your local BioGuard dealer, for the products and expertise to do it right. 0-1 count with 2 away, 1 on. Called strike. 0-2 the count to Foley. Harriet at first. Pitch. Just missed. Hiller's True Value is Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. Check out current promotions and get great deals on Milwaukee tools today. Hiller's True Value of Marshfield. 2 outs, 1-2 count. Runner at first. Cum gets the sign and delivers. And that pitch outside, that gets away from Anderson. Harriet will advance to second. Interesting that Mason Anderson is wearing the same number I wore my senior year of high school, 34. Didn't see much action, a lot of bench. I always say the mind was willing, the body was weak. 2-2 the count. Low, full count now. Come gets ahead and then gets behind. Where did June go? My goodness. First of all, it was June 1st. It seemed like last week, and now it's the 28th. Ground ball down the third base line. It's fair. Harriet rounds third, and he will come in to score. And a stand-up double for Brendan Foley. Makes it a 1-0 game here with 2 outs in the top of the first. We'll bring up the number 5 hitter, Brady Carpenter. Hartland in the white jerseys and white pants with the stars in red. That pitch outside. Tyler Cum moved along pretty well the first 2 batters and then hit Harriet. Gave up an RBI double to Foley, and now Carpenter the batter. 2 outs, runner at second. 1-0 count. And you can see he's visibly frustrated. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. 80-degree day here. Wind is blowing out of the southwest, I believe, or maybe due south. Pitch low. Now 3-1. 25th pitch of the inning for Tyler Cum. Checks the runner, comes to the plate. Fly ball center field. And Dawson Luther says you'll get nothing like it. Good catch by the center fielder. 1 comes in for the Hartland team. We head to the bottom of the first, 1-0. Hartland, you're watching high school Legion baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of Legion Baseball. I have a correction. And our fine staff at Zaleski Sports, I did the assumption part, and I assumed wrong. Tyler Cum, the pitcher for Marshfield, is not a product of Pittsville. It's a very Pittsville-sounding name, and I made the error. So Tyler Cum is not a Pittsville person, but he could be. Leading off the bottom of the first inning is Jacob Sadowska, the shortstop for Marshfield. We'll do the defense here for Hartland in a second. And the first pitch swung on. It's going to be a base hit for Sadowska. A good way to start off the game for the Blue Devils. Brooks Byler, the pitcher for Hartland. Ben Ott is his catcher. Brady Carpenter at first, Anderson King at second, Carter Scott at short, Jacob Lorbecki at third, Jackson Schultz in left, Colton Harriet in center, and Will Nemechek in right. Brendan Foley is the DH for Hartland. This is Dawson Luther, who ended the inning with a good catch in center. That pit throw down to second, way off the mark as Sadowska takes second base. Okay. I was right with Pittsfield, just had the wrong player. It's Dawson Luther. I should have known that because I worked that game. Not as play-by-play, but producer. Yeah, pitch low and away for ball one. Count is even at 1-1. Shaking the rust off here. Me, not the players. And that goes foul down the left field line. I'm going to blame it on Steve. I'm too rusty. I haven't had a game in a while. Just teasing, just teasing. 1-2 the count to Luther. Sadowski got second. Right-handed Brooks Bigler on the hill for Hartland. Checks the runner and comes to the plate. Foul down again the third baseline. Put more spring in your step at Blues Hair Studio in Marshfield. Get your locks cut, colored, styled, and looking fresh as spring temperatures heat up. Well, it's now summer, and they're still heating up. Blues Hair Studio is open Monday through Friday with appointment times to match your schedule. Get an online appointment at blueshairstudio.com. 80-degree day. Clouds in the air. Sun is out, and it's artificial turf, so it's a little toasty down there. I think the scoreboard's a little off because it says 2 balls and 3 strikes. Getting fouled off. Can't say I've seen that count in a long time. It's 2 and 3. They'll get it figured out. Luther really making Bigler work here in the bottom of the first. And he slaps the ball to center field past the shortstop. They're going to send Sadowski. And Sadowski's going to come in to tie the game at 1. RBI single for Dawson Luther. And we're tied at 1. Aiden Cherney, the batter. And Coach Sean Lorbecki will come out to chat with his defense. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurance. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives, one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today.
Uh-oh, I just got thrown out.
Defensive consultation over. Ben Ott will trot back behind the plate.
We didn't put it up on the scoreboard.
It's kind of nice to have artificial turf. It comes in very handy in the springtime for spring baseball, but once you get in the summer, I mean, it's nice. You don't have to worry about rain a lot, but it gets toasty down there. Throw over to first, back in time. Cherney DHing for Tyler Cum, who's pitching this afternoon. Right down 8th Street South. 0-1. Scoreboard got repaired. The pitch. Swing and a miss for Cherney. And the runner goes to second. Ott can't gather it up. And the go-ahead run in scoring position for Marshfield. The pitch, bounced it. Luther's going to run the third. He thought about going home, but they hit the brakes. Ott did track it down. That was a 58-foot fastball. So 2 errant pitches by Brooks Bigler has put the lead go-ahead run for Marshfield at third. Here's the pitch. Call the ball. 2-2 the count to Aiden Cherney. Mason Anderson, the cleanup hitter, on deck. chopper. It's going to be foul down the third baseline. Mondays were made for Mac. Get to Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield for Mac Mondays and try one of their delicious Mac options. There's a whole menu of options at Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield, so hurry in and find your new favorite. Foul that one off. Both teams have been working the pitchers. This is the 26th pitch for Brooks Bigler. Cum had quite a few pitches in the first inning as well. And down on strikes goes Aiden Cherney for the first out. Mason Anderson steps in. Number 34.
The Marshfield catcher, number 34, Mason
Blue Devils in their
Anderson.
navy blue tops with the pinstripes, white numbers, letters, and trim, and white pants. That pitch low and away for ball one. There's a strike called. Luther still at third. Chop foul. Braden and I have worked several games in this facility. We reminisce about last year's 8-man football championship game where we sat outside and broadcast the game. A little cooler than it was today. That pitch outside. 2-2 the count. Yeah. It was pretty darn chilly that game. Time is called. But I'll tell you, Wisconsin Rapids did it right. Man, this is a beautiful facility. 2-2 count. Bigler's pitch. And down on strikes goes Anderson. Back-to-back strikeouts for Brooks Bigler. Adam Gilbertson will step in, the first baseman.
First baseman, number 15.
After giving up back-to-back singles and some errant pitches, Bigler has struck out the last two batters. And the left-handed left-handed Adam Gilbertson takes a strike. Josh Metz in charge of the Blue Devils, longtime coach for Marshfield Post 54. Little chopper, it's going to go foul. I know I'm in good hands when I'm working with Braden. Sometimes. Sometimes, he says. It's all the time. I'm blessed with good producers. Here's the pitch way outside. Twos across the board. 2-2-2. Here's the pitch. Outside. Full now. 25th pitch of the inning for Brooks Bigler. He comes set. Delivery. Right up the box. That'll knock in Luther, an RBI single for Adam Gilbertson, and it's now 2-1 Marshfield. Whiz past Bigler's head. So 2 RBI singles have given the Blue Devils the lead here in the bottom of the first. Nate Richardson, the batter. Runner at first, but 2 away. And a swing and a miss for strike one. Bigler comes set, throws back over to first, back in time. 325 down the lines, 365 into power alleys, and 380 to dead center. I've seen a few go over dead center. It's doable. Ground ball right up the middle. Bigler will track it down, toss it over, and that will end the inning. 2 come in for the Blue Devils. We head to the top of the second. 2-1 Marshfield. You're watching high school baseball. Let's try this again. Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you today by ShedsDelivered.com.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Whether you need deep sleep, beauty sleep, or just need to sleep it off, Mall Furniture has a huge selection of double-sided comfort sleep mattresses. When it's time for a double, it's no trouble. You'll flip over our great prices. There's 2 great sides to this mattress story, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. It's double-sided or nothing.
Get your perfect comfort sleep mattress from Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
See you on the flip side.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of Legion Baseball here from Southwood County Park in we'll try this again, Wisconsin Rapids. Old habits die hard. We're in Rapids, friends. Top of the second inning, Hartland will bring to the plate Jackson Schultz, Ben Ott, and Anderson King. 6, 7, 8 hitters in the lineup. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. Tyler Combs, second inning of work. Jackson Schultz here leading off, the left fielder. Squares to bunt. Takes ball 1. Good bunt. Can't get it there in time. Good bunt for Jackson Schultz. So an single to lead things off here in the top of the second for Hartland. Post 294. 26 minutes into this contest, 2-1. Marshfield leads here in the top of the second. Ben Ott, the batter for Hartland. Left-handed Tyler Cum. Runner goes, and the pitch is inside. Throw down the second is not in time. So Schultz with a stolen base. It's interesting to try to slide on turf. My son Alec did not like playing on turf. Popped up. Is it playable? Yes, it is. Gilbertson under it. And does it correctly with the 2-hand catch. Ball takes funny hops on turf, and it's hot. Since it's artificial, it absorbs a lot of heat. It's a dark color, both the quote-unquote dirt and the grass. One away, runner at second. Anderson King, the batter. Anderson King playing second base today for Hartland. Joe Anderson here, joined by Braden Sutter on production. Chop foul. I had about an hour and 10-minute drive. He's got about 6 minutes. 1-1 the count. The pitch. High fly ball right field. Shoddy will make the catch. Good catch for Shoddy in right, but that will advance Schultz to third for Hartland. Good catch for the right fielder, Bryce Shoddy. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Carter Scott.
Shortstop, number 40, Carter Scott.
Strike called. Schultz at third with the tying run for Hartland with 2 away. After throwing 26 pitches in the first, come has thrown 9 here with 2 outs. Count is 0-2 according to Blue. The pitch did not go. Now it's 1-2. Leadoff single by Jackson Schultz and 2 flyouts with 2 away, and Carter Scott with a 1-2 count. The tying run at third for Hartland. Comes pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's his Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout call. Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Leadoff single proves to not score a run. So we head to the bottom of the second. 2-1 Marshfield. You're watching Legion Baseball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
We're back here in Wisconsin Rapids. Legion Baseball, bottom of the second inning. Joe Anderson here with play-by-play. Braden Sutter on production. Marshfield will bring to the plate the 7, 8, 9 hitters, Bryce Shoddy, Bryce Erickson, and Matt Konieczny. Say that fast 3 times. So Shoddy will lead off the bottom of the second, 2-1. The lead for...
Leading off the Blue Devils' second inning, right fielder, number 9, Bryce Shoddy.
And Shoddy steps in, batting from the left side against righty Brooks Bigler. And first pitch, Scott at short will glove it, and not in time, a little off the... He would have beat that out. So we're going to give him a hit. Carter Scott scooped it up, but it was a hard smash, and he double clutched, and couldn't get the ball out of his mid time, and got it over to Carpenter, and it kind of biffed off his glove. But Shoddy at first with Bryce Erickson, the Neilsville product. I know he's from Neilsville because I went to church with that kid. That I know. Erickson, a tall right-handed hitter, graduated in 2024. Batting from the right side. Bigby checks the runner at first. Throws back over, a low throw. Good scoop for Carpenter at first. Bigby comes set. The pitch. Erickson, fly ball, left field. Schultz makes the catch. Good catch for Jackson Schultz on right, or on left, excuse me. One down brings up Matt Konieczny. Matt from Marshfield, a Marshfield Columbus product. Father is Joe Konieczny.
Third baseman, number 6.
Longtime basketball coach at Columbus. 2024 D5 Boys State Championship team. Mac was a part of that. Bigby's pitch, off speed for a strike. 1 on, 1 out. Konieczny the batter. Bigler's pitch, inside for a ball. That breeze is $1 million breeze. Ground ball to short. Scott will scoop it out at 2. Safe at 1. Go ahead. The lead runner thrown out. Konieczny with a fielder's choice at first. And now top of the order with Jacob Sadowska. Jacob with a leadoff single and scored the first run for the Blue Devils. And he hits the first pitch right to the first baseman. Carpenter will beat him to the bag. And that will end the inning. We head to the third, 2-1 Marshfield. You're watching Legion Baseball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShudsDelivered.com.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's fat bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new express lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
We're back here in Wisconsin Rapids, bringing you Legion Baseball here on the Zaleski Sports Network. At Stratford Plumbing and Heating, your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands and do complete furnace and air conditioning installation with professional service to Stratford, Marshfield, and the surrounding areas. Call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. And we want to give special thanks to our game day sponsors, Woodfield Inn and Suites, Rem's Funeral Home, and G&D Wood Products. Top of the third inning, Hartland will bring up the top of the order in Will Nemechek, Jacob Lorbecki, and Colton Harriet. After throwing 26 pitches in the first inning, Tyler come through 9 in inning number 2.
Leading off the Hartland third inning, top of the order, right fielder Will Nemechek.
Will Nemechek, who popped up to Nate Richardson to lead off the game. Fouls that one off his foot. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you need to feel confident in selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today or visit them on North Central Avenue at brockanddecker.com or on Facebook. Nemechek kind of shaking out the cobwebs of that left ankle. Or his foot. Kind of gathering himself, and he takes a couple of practice swings. Steps back in the box. Left-hander Tyler Cum. Throwing from the set position. The pitch. Inside, off speed, low. Longtime baseball coach Joe Vitsinda at Royal, my high school coach, we talked about pitching a couple years ago. That pitch low. And I mentioned to him, there's so many pitchers now that throw from the stretch, and he said, well, we teach that now. We don't do the wind-up anymore. It's just you learn one way to pitching, and it just kind of saves a lot of time and keeps the concentration level there. Foul back against the screen. Count is 2-2. Will Nemechek leading the third here, leading off the top of the third for Hartland. The pitch, off speed, popped up again, and it's going to be, yeah, poor Mason Anderson can't see it. The sun is right around there, and everybody's yelling at him, hey, no way he could have found it, and it did. It ended up bouncing into the stands over the backstop. It's not easy being a catcher. Count now is 2-2. Comes pitch. Little flare. Going to be fouled off first baseline. ShedsDelivered.com is your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds. All crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See their display lots in Marshfield, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids. And get more information at ShedsDelivered.com. Come a little frustrated with himself as he short-hopped that pitch. About 59 foot. Bounced past his catcher. Count now is full, 3-2. The delivery. Ground ball up the middle. Good hustle by Sadowska. Calls him out. What a great play by Jacob Sadowska. Umpire took his time to make sure he got it right. He thought about it. Good umpiring. Wanted to make sure he saw everything, processed it, made the call. And this is Lorbecky, who flew out to Bryce Erickson in the first. First base coach for Hartland, kind of expressing his different opinion on the play, and we move on. That pitch inside. Base is empty, one away, 1-1 count to Jacob Lorbecky. The pitch. Humidity starting to pick up. That southwest wind sure helps to kind of break up the air. They're talking about rain later this evening and a lot for tomorrow, off and on. Swing and a miss for strike two. Count even at 2-2. Comes pitch. A little close to the batting helmet. Has a tendency to run the count full. And that was a Serpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout call. Jamie Wenzel at Serpro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serpro like it never even happened. Second strikeout of the afternoon for Tyler Kahn with 2 away. Bases empty. Colton Harriet, the batter, looking for his first hit. Scored the only run for Hartland. He was hit by a pitch. And scored on an RBI double by Brendan Foley. Oh, and 1 the count. Beautiful facility here at Southwood County Park. Ground ball up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. Good hustle by both Kum and Sadowska, but that ball squirted through right up the middle. So a 2-out single brings Brendan Foley up, and he had the RBI double in the first.
Designated hitter, Brendan Foley.
Foley wears number 4 in his back. Most people don't realize how the number system was worked out, because players until about the early 1920s did not wear numbers on their jerseys. Here's the pitch. Strike call. There's a reason why Babe Ruth was number 3. He was the 3rd batter in the order for the Yankees, and Lou Gehrig batted in the 4th spot. It was a way to help scorekeepers keep track as that ball goes foul of who was what order in the batting order a player was. And from then on, it just became a numbering system to know who the player was. 1-2 the count with 2 away, runner at first. Foley awaits the pitch. Here it comes. Balled off again. They've got a conundrum in Tampa Bay. Their St. Petersburg Stadium was damaged by the hurricane last summer. Won't be ready to play till 26, so they're playing in a minor league stadium in Tampa. Here's the pitch. Off speed. Just missed. So they're playing in Steinbrenner Field in Tampa. And there's been some disconsternation between the current owner of the Rays and St. Petersburg and Tampa and stadiums. And the latest one is that someone was fouled off. Is they don't know if the Rays end up advancing and making the playoffs, will they play their home games at a 10,000-seat minor league stadium for the playoffs? Or will they move the game to Atlanta or Miami? And nobody's real happy about that situation. You could say, well, why don't you let them play at that 10,000-seat stadium? Well, it has to do with gate receipts, and players get a cut of it. It's all about money, friends. 2-2 the count. Come set. Checks the runner, and Foley will step out. And at this level, there is no pitch timer. Comes pitch. Ground ball to third. That went knocked down by Konechny. Over to first. And gets the put out. No runs here in the top of the third for Hartland. Heading to the bottom of the third. 2-1 Marshfield. You're watching Legion Baseball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of Legion Baseball. Joe Anderson here, joined by the maestro of the modulator, Mr. Braden Sutter. We were just talking about, we have a young lad that came up. They're doing some baseball cards things here. We're talking about Sandy Alomar Jr. That's the card in question. And he was Rookie of the Year in 1991. And I said to Braden, so you were alive, right? And he looked at me and went, no, I was born in 99. I got socks older than you, Braden. Bottom of the third, Dawson Luther leading off for Marshfield. Luther in the 5 spot this afternoon. Nice pitch from Bigler. Next step prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Swing and a miss for Luther, and he's down on strikes. 1 down. Base is empty, brings up Jackson Schultz, who had a leadoff single in the second, advanced to third, and was stranded.
Designated hitter, Aiden Cherney.
And Aiden Cherney will step in the box. Take strike one. Bigby will throw his 40th pitch here. And ouch. Hit Cherney and the guard. If you kind of heard that tick sound, it was because it hit his elbow and bicep guard. Second hit batter of the game, one for each team.
Marshfield catcher,
Mason Anderson, the batter, popped up. Excuse me. Got to get the right side. And Anderson with a solo single to the left. Bottom of the third here.
First baseman, Adam Gilbertson.
Adam Gilbertson will step in. We'll had an RBI single in the first. You got to look at the right side of the scorebook, Joseph. That pitch low and inside. Gilbertson batting from the left. Cherney in scoring position at second. Swing and a miss. Pops away. Now you've got two runners in motion. And now who do you go after? They're going to try to get the runner in between first and second, and they do. And they wanted the Marshfield players, parents wanted a well, five, 4, 6, 3 for the second out. Cherney now at third. Cherney took off from second, and there was going to be a play at third. Both runners were on the move. And Mason Anderson got in a rundown. Thought maybe Cherney would try to score, but they held him at third. 1-2 count now to Gilbertson. And that's a strikeout to end the inning. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Bigler, and we head to the top of the fourth. 2-1 Marshfield. You're watching we're watching Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShudsDelivered.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Welcome back to Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. And Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. And Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. And don't forget, BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors. Shop 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations in Cadott and Abbotsford, or go online to bigbeardown.com. Joe Anderson here, Braden Sutter on production. Mike Steinwagner has come into the box, so Let the hilarity begin. You get to have me produce your game over there.
Yes, you do.
God help you. Brady Carpenter leading off here in the top of the fourth for Hartland. 2-0 count. Come gets the sign. Come set. The pitch. Inside. Checking the comments, see if we've got quite a few people watching. Had to kind of take a detour on 186 and see. Ground ball. Richardson over to first. Good fielding by Adam Gilbertson to get Carpenter out.
That's one nice thing about turf. You get the good bounce.
It'll bring up Jackson Schultz, the left fielder. A lot of left-handed hitters today for both teams. Schultz on the afternoon, single. Stranded at third in the second inning. And he slaps one, almost knocked down by Richardson. Hard smash. Mike, you give him a hit or an error?
That's a hit. That's a hit.
It's a hit. I thought so too. So Schultz, one pitch. Shot to Richardson that second gets by him. But that was a hard smash. Ben Ott, the catcher. Wasn't Mel Ott the catcher for the Giants back in the day? Played for the Giants, I know that, when they were in New York. Good comparison. He was a heck of a Major League Baseball player. Runner goes, throw down the second. Bounces, he goes into center field. And Schultz is going to end up at third. And a tying run 90 feet away. Count is 2-0 to Ben Ott. Here's the pitch. Out. Oh, called a strike. Got the outside corner. Two and one to count to Ott. Schultz at third. Strike two called. 2-2. One out. Tying run at third. Come set. The pitch. Works the count full, 3-2. Tyler Cum has pitched well, but gets into an awful lot of 3-2 counts. He's up to 70 pitches here at this point in the fourth inning. Fouled off. That's pitch 71. What is the limitation, Mike, on Legion? Is it 110? 105. I knew it was a smidge different from WIA. Fouls that one away. Did they advance WIA to 105?
Actually, the Northwoods League, they have a pitch count also.
Oh.
Northwoods League. That is, I think, I want to say either 105 or 110. Yeah, these college coaches don't want, the pitchers and that because, the guys that are in that Northwoods League are freshmen, sophomores, and juniors.
Ground ball up the middle, and Richardson can't track it down. And that'll bring in the tying run in Jackson Schultz. 2-2 here in the top of the fourth with one away. I'm going to give that an error. Do you get an RBI and an error? Didn't think so.
Second baseman, Anderson King.
And a big swing and a miss for Anderson King. He popped out to Bryce Shoddy in the second inning. All speed high. Yeah. Swing and a miss for strike two. Yeah, I have two books like this, Mike, and this is the one that I forgot at the fairgrounds, and it rained 2 inches, and it got a little ripply. This is a couple years ago. It dried. 1-2 the count. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Not in time. So another stolen base for Hartland. Go ahead, run now in scoring position. And that was a Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout call. Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Carter Scott pops that one out of play. Tyler come up to 78 pitches. That one's inside. Odd at second. And that one hit a foul off the first base side. Yeah, when the skies are dark and blue, Mike Steinwegner will call me up and brighten my day. Fly ball left field. Erickson will make the catch to end the inning, but the tying run comes in. We're tied at 2 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. You're watching Legion Baseball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you today by ShedsDelivered.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Back here in Wisconsin Rapids, Legion Baseball here in Zaleski Sports. Tied at 2 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Joe Anderson, Braden Sutter, and Mike Steinwegner has joined the peanut gallery. I believe Mark Horn is behind the plate this afternoon, calling balls and strikes. Had a unique time with Mark several years ago. Umpired a game with him. Not going to say where. And I was on the bases, and we had a delayed dead ball. And we ended up, I wasn't sure about one thing, so we called him over, and I asked him, and it was whether the runner at the first baseman had had his foot on the plate on the base when he caught the ground ball. He was, because it was kind of a drag, but long story short, we confirmed it, and we called him out. The coach for the team on offense kind of got very verbal at me, and Mark Horn gave him two options. He said, you can either go back to the coaching box and we move on, or you can read about this game in the paper. So he trotted away. Nate Richardson leading off here in the bottom of the fourth for Marshfield. 0-2. Leave a comment on the YouTube page. I'll give you a shout out over the air. There is quite the contradiction in pitch counts. Cum is at 81. Bigler at 47. I think the catcher, they're having a discussion. I don't know what that was about, but we move on. 0-2 the count. Bigler's pitch, off speed, and the curveball froze him. Down on strikes goes Richardson. Bryce Shoddy, 1 for 1, single in the second inning. From the left side. And swings down, and that goes to King at second. Carpenter at first. 2 up, 2 down. And Bryce Erickson, 0 for 1, flew out to Jackson Schultz in the second inning. Again, leave a positive comment on the YouTube page. I'll give you a shout out over the air. I'd like to know where people are watching from and who's watching. Nice pitch. Bigler, after giving up 2 runs in the first, has really shut down Marshfield. And that got the inside corner. 0-2. Bases empty, 2 outs. Erickson awaits the pitch from Bigler. Inside for a ball. Bryce sporting that bright orange bat. Pops it up in the infield. Scott, the shortstop, makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the 5th, tied at 2. You're watching Legion Baseball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield, is your local Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. They have it all, including farm tractors and the best-selling and #1 rated in durability and owner experience Kubota compact do-it-all tractors. And don't forget the versatile Kubota RTV utility vehicles, along with Kubota zero-turn mowers for the best lawn care equipment. Get them all at Chili Implement. Chili Implement is open Monday through Saturday. Call us or visit our website at chiliimplement.com.
Back here in Wisconsin Rapids, top of the 5th inning, tied at 2. Joe Anderson here along with Braden Sutter. And our baseball sage, Mike Steinwagner, to my right. If he doesn't know it, nobody does. I'm talking about Mike. Kind of interesting to get 2 retirees sitting next to each other with microphones. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Top of the order leading off for Hartland here, Will Nemechek. Nemechek 0 for 2.
I'm surprised of Marshfield's offense today, Joe. In fact, their last 7 scored 10 runs or more in their last 7 straight ball.
Mike was just saying, if you couldn't hear that, the offense for Marshfield has been pretty potent. They've been scoring around 10 runs a game, now held to 2 here through 4. Nemechek bounces off the third base coach. He's all right.
It'll turn black and blue tomorrow.
I would say rub dirt on it, but there's no dirt to rub in. It's all artificial turf. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, center field. Luther goes back, makes the catch, reaches back. You'll get nothing and like it, he says. 1 up, 1 down. Bryce Shoddy is the right fielder.
Third baseman, Jacob Lorbecki.
Jacob Lorbecki, 0 for 2. Flew out and struck out. Looking for his first hit. And he hits the first pitch. That is pitch number 86 for Tyler Cum.
The reason I ask is, you know, you got an all-conference center fielder from Pittsville, and you got in the Clover Belt Conference from 2 years ago, you got the Player of the Year out in left field. So, you got 2 good ones out there. So.
Mm-hmm. Erickson and Luther are no shrinking violets in the defense on the outfield. That pitch outside.
Got to see Luther after the state tournament. He came back and he had 1 ball game where he was 5 for 5 for Marshfield. So nice to have him in the batting lineup.
Pitch even, count now even at 2-2. Yeah, Dawson Luther, member of that Pittsville team that made it to state. He's played a lot of baseball since April. Ground ball to short. Sadowska will scoop it over to Gilbertson. In time for the putout. 2 up, 2 down. We'll bring up Colton Harriet. Colton hit by a pitch, scored the first run for Hartland in the first, and had a single in the third. Hartland led 1-0 after the top of the first. And Marshfield scored 2 in the bottom of the second. And it stayed that way till about top of the fourth when Hartland scratched a run over to tie it at 2. Oh, Jenny Erickson has chimed in. She's sending good vibes to the Blue Devils from the Ericksons.
I thought she was going to say I didn't know what I was talking about.
Bryce's mother, Jenny, quite an athlete of her own, had a long, good career in high school. That one fouled back against the screen. Harriet, the center fielder. Kind of got to think, Mike, this might be the last inning for Tyler Cummings at 94 pitches. Uh-oh. I got to straighten up. Steve is here. Fly ball to right. It's going to drop for a base hit. He'll round first and look, and then he'll come back. A good, solid single by Colton Harriet. Brendan Foley, the DH. An RBI double in the first and a ground out in the third. I got to mind my P's and Q's. I got Mike to my right, and I got one of the bosses to my right as well.
What, your wife walk in or what?
I was just kidding, Steve, about blaming you for making that one comment in the first inning. I said he doesn't give me enough games, but he does. I'm just joshing. 0-2 the count. Runner at first, 2 outs. Foley waits the pitch from Cum. Here it is. He hits at the center field. Back goes Luther, back, and makes the catch to end the threat. We head to the bottom of the 5th, tied at 2. You're watching Legion Baseball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Back here at Wisconsin Rapids, we're tied at 2 in this Legion baseball game between Hartland and Marshfield. After scoring 2 in the first, Brooks Bigler has shut down the bats for the Devils here through 4. They'll start out with Matt Konieczny, and on top of the order, Jacob Sadowska and Dawson Luther. In the bottom of the 5th for post 54.
Leading off, third baseman Matt Konieczny.
And Konieczny, does he get hit? No. Bounced off the shin guard of the catcher. Mack reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd. That pitch high. We got Jenny watching, looking for other people to chime in and say hi. Another inside pitch. And Bigler has been cruising. He's only on pitch number 56, but now falls behind 3-0 to Konieczny. And all 4 pitches inside, and he draws a leadoff walk. First walk given up by Bigler this afternoon. I'll bring up the top of the order, and Jacob Sadowska, who led off the game with a single and scored in the first. Another good bunt. Bigler will scoop it, look at second, go to first, and they call him out. The go-ahead run now in scoring position for Marshfield.
Center fielder Dawson Luther.
Coming out of that left side rather than the right side.
Mike was just saying that left-handed batters on the bunt, you've got 2 to 2.5 step advantage. Nearly beat that out. Close play at first. A pitch outside for a ball to Dawson Luther. 1 for 2 with a single RBI, an RBI single. Let's try that again in the first. Scored the second run. He slaps one to right field. They're going to send the runner home. Here comes Konieczny. Extra bases for Luther. And he's going to end up at third with a triple. Single and an error.
No, that's a triple all the way.
Triple all the way, says Mike. So an RBI triple for Dawson Luther, and it's now 3-2. That hit by Luther squirted out to the fence. And that'll put Luther at third. Now they're having a meeting of minds on the hill. Coach Horbecky chatting with his pitcher, Brooks Bigler. Bigler in the afternoon has given up 3 runs, 5 hits, struck out 5. And now facing Aiden Cherney. 0 for 2, 0 for 1. A strikeout in the first and hit by a pitch in the third. He swings at the first pitch, fouled on the third baseline. The pitch inside, misses. 1-1. So, Mike, how did you get down here? Did you take 13?
I took 13, and then I had to detour off where they're finally fixing Highway 13. That one stretch there was always awful. I see they're finally fixing that now, and I had to detour back over to Bestburg, around the backside of 186.
Talking about there's road construction on 13 as well. And like they say about Wisconsin, there's 2 seasons, winter and road construction. And Cherney, back-to-back at-bats being hit by a pitch. And this is Mason Anderson, 1 for 2. Struck out, got a single in the third, and then got caught in a rundown on a double steal. And he rips one to left field, and that's going to give the Blue Devils the lead, 3-2.
First baseman Adam Gilbertson.
And they've been doing that for, the last 5-6 ball games. And there's a double play.
And the double play ends the inning, but give the lead with 2 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. It's now 4-2 Marshfield. You're watching Legion Baseball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale. We have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Ooh.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
New pitcher for Marshfield is going to be Ben Ott. And we've got, or excuse me, not Ben Ott, pardon me, Mason Anderson. That's what we want. Got to switch the book over. New pitcher. Mason Anderson goes from catcher to pitcher. And Marshfield pulls their DH. As Gilbertson will now go behind the plate.
Mason Anderson, number 34, now pitching for Marshfield.
So Adam Gilbertson now behind the dish.
Leading off for Hartland.
Hartland will lead off with Brady Carpenter, 0 for 2. And Anderson now on the hill here in the 6th. Anderson's pitch hit to short. Sadowska over to first. Pulls the first baseman off the bag. Bryce Erickson. Bryce Erickson now at first. The knowledgeable lads up here give Carpenter a hit.
Left fielder Jackson Schultz.
Jackson Schultz now steps into the box. 2 for 2. Good bunt. Anderson scoops it over to Erickson at first for the out. That'll put the tying run in scoring position at second base and Brady Carpenter. That brings up Ben Ott. Ben 0 for 2. Popped up. Reached on an error. Trying to get the other defensive changes. I believe Gilbertson's in left. Or, pardon me, Aiden Cherney may be in left. Off-speed pitch. Too far inside. 5 innings for Tyler Cum. 5 hits, no walks, struck out 3. Hit 1 batter. 2 runs scored while he was on the hill. Fouled back. Count is 1-1 to Ben Ott. Anderson from the stretch. And that will make Ott call time. No pitch clock here at this level. Anderson comes set, checks the runner, comes to the plate. Called a strike. For those of us who are old enough to remember Mike Hargrove, when he played for the Cleveland Indians, he was known as the human rain delay. His at-bats averaged about darn near 15 minutes. And time is called. Gilbertson will go out to talk. Mike Hargrove would come up to the plate, adjust his batting gloves, his hat, his pant legs, his sleeves, then he'd dig in. This would all take about a minute and a half. Pitch would be thrown, he'd step out, he'd go through the same thing every pitch unless he hit the ball. Hence the human rain delay. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third, scooped up by Konechny. And a good play for Matt Konechny. 2 out now brings up the number 8 hitter, Anderson King. 0 for 2. Flew out to right and struck out.
Second baseman, Anderson King.
Anderson King against Mason Anderson. The first pitch, he hits fair ball down the line on left. And we're going to have a tie game. King picked the opportune time to get a hit. So he brings in Brady Carpenter to tie the game. It makes it 4-3. Forgot they scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th, did Marshfield. That second run coming in handy with 2 outs. A 2-out single from Anderson King makes it 4-3. Carter Scott, 0 for 2. Ground ball right back to Anderson at the plate, or at the pitcher's mound. He's going to beat him to first base. And that will end the inning. 1 run comes in for Hartland. It's now 4-3 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. You're watching Legion Baseball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
And we're back here at Wisconsin Rapids with Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Braden Sutter on production. I am Joe Anderson bringing you play-by-play. 4-3 Marshfield. 2 in the first and 2 in the bottom of the fifth for the Blue Devils. Scoring for Hartland, 1 in the first, 1 in the fourth, and 1 in the sixth. Head to the bottom of the sixth, and Marshfield will bring up Nate Richardson, Bryce Shoddy, and Bryce Erickson. Brooks Bigler still on the hill. Bigler in his 6th inning of work. 3, 4, 5, 7 hits so far. He's hit 2. Or hit 1, and Richardson leads off. He's only walked 1. Richardson right up the box for a base hit. No worrying about pitch count for Bigler. He's only at 68. This will bring up Shoddy for Marshfield. A single and a ground out for Mr. Shoddy, batting from the left side. The pitch. Good bunt, but it goes foul. Square. He had the good square. He just couldn't put it in play. Bryce Erickson will trot over and pick up the foul ball. Bigler's pitch. Bunt. Scooped up by Lorbecki from third. Good play to get the put out. And will advance to runner the second, and Richardson. Marshfield would sure like to get him in. Hartland would sure like to make sure he doesn't. One away brings up Bryce Erickson. Bryce in the afternoon is 3 ground outs. He hits right to the third baseman, Lorbecki. Runner is out at third. Oh my gosh, what a play. Lorbecki to Carpenter, and Carpenter back to Lorbecki, and a double play to end the inning. Holy cow. And the game's going to stay at 4-3 as we head to the top of the 7th. You're watching Legion Baseball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Whether you need deep sleep, beauty sleep, or just need to sleep it off, Mall Furniture has a huge selection of double-sided comfort sleep mattresses. When it's time for a double, it's no trouble. You'll flip over our great prices. There's 2 great sides to this mattress story, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. It's double-sided or nothing.
Get your perfect comfort sleep mattress from Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
See you on the flip side.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Last shot here for Hartland here in the top of the 7th. They trail 4-3. One each in the 1st, the 4th, and the 6th for post 294. About an hour and 34 minutes of playtime here. Started out at 80 degrees. I think it's a skosh warmer now, I would think. The old weather bot says it is. Mine says 82. 81 and a half. We'll split the difference. We get the split. And a leadoff, so it's going to drop into the hands of Shoddy and Wright. As Will Nemechek flies out on the first pitch by Anderson. Jacob Lorbecki will step in the bat.
Third baseman, Jacob Lorbecki.
Lorbecki 0 for 3. Mason Anderson on the hill for Marshfield. Came in the 6th. Count is 1-1 to Lorbecki. Lorbecki will step out, try to break the rhythm of Anderson. Two and 1 the count. Here's the pitch. 3-1. Anderson in his second inning of work only on pitch 15 in relief of Tyler Cum. And popped up, but it's going to be out of play. Full count, 3-2. It's kind of been the story of Marshfield pitching today, full counts. Anderson's pitch popped up. Could be played, and it is! Great catch by Adam Gilbertson with the gear. Tossed it away, kept his eye on the ball, and made the play. All-conference catcher for the Valley Conference back in the day. And Hartland down to their last out. And they will bring to the plate Colton Harriet. Hit by a pitch, a single, and a single. And he hits the first pitch foul out of play. Anderson's done well here in his time. Only given up 2 hits and 1 run. Another foul, and now Hartland down to their last strike. Marshfield will play again at 6. Correct, Mike?
Yes, 6 left.
Mike Steinwagner on the call. I'll be on production.
Against the Appleton Double Days.
Against Appleton, the Double Days. Pray for Mike because I'm producing.
As long as you get the commercials in, Joe.
Sutter is an ace. I'm okay.
I've worked with Mike. Yep. Once or twice.
Popped up. It's going to drop foul. When you work with Mike, you get combat pay.
Oh, God, thanks, Joe.
I got to get a good zinger in every once in a while.
Sut does a nice job.
Yeah. Braden's a good egg. Hartland down to their last strike, 0-2. The count.
Joe, you
Yeah. Colton Harriet trying to keep this game alive. Here's the pitch. Bounced it. Anderson comes set. The pitch. Ground ball right back to Anderson on the mound. He'll toss over to first, and that will end the ball game as the Blue Devils earn the 4-3 victory here against Hartland in this Legion baseball matchup here this afternoon from Wisconsin Rapids. Stay tuned for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. You can get those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
This is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, good fresh cheese curds made daily. You can get those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com. Brief look here at the scorebook for this game between Hartland and Marshfield. Pitching-wise, for Hartland, Brooks Bigler takes the loss. He threw 6 innings, 7 hits, 1 walk, struck out 5, and hit 1 batter. The leading hitters for Hartland, I did something silly. I took my glasses off, so I got to hold it a little bit away from my face. 2 for 3 for Colton Harriet, 1 for 3 for Brendan Foley, also 1 for 3 for Brady Carpenter, 2 for 3 for Jackson Schultz, and 1 for 3 for Anderson King for Hartland as they take the loss 4-3. Pitching for Marshfield, Tyler Cum had pitched 5 innings, 5 hits, no walks, struck out 3, gave up 2 runs, and hit 1 batter. He gets the win. Mason Anderson came in the 6th and threw 2 innings, allowed 2 hits and 1 run. So the winning pitcher is Tyler Cum. Leading hitters for the Blue Devils, Jacob Sadowska, 1 for 3, 2 for 3 for Dawson Luther with 2 RBI. Pardon me, Aiden Cherney got the award for getting hit by a pitch twice this afternoon for Marshfield. Mason Anderson, 2 for 3 in the afternoon, 1 for 3 for Adam Gilbertson, also 1 for 3 for Nate Richardson for the Blue Devils as they pick up the win 4-3. We'll be back at about 6 o'clock for a game against the Double Days from Appleton and the Blue Devils of Marshfield at 6 o'clock. Mike Steinwagner on the call. I'll be producing that matchup. We thank you very much for watching this afternoon. On behalf of my outstanding producer, Braden Sutter, this is Joe Anderson saying thank you for watching. Again, our final score here, Hartland post 294-3 and post 54 of Marshfield 4. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at 6.